welcome back. It's Backbone Radio. We're on the line with Jennifer Kearns, back in the Beltway here. Fresh off an interview with the Bead and the BBC on NFL football issues. By the way, apparently Raiders running back Marshawn Lynch did sit for the national anthem today in the game against the Denver Broncos, but apparently staff was standing in front of him, so it wasn't really noticed apparently by the crowd. At any rate, we're talking about Puerto Rico being politicized right now, and I'll tell you, that is something else. And you even have, as President Trump responds to the mayor of San Juan, Karen Ulises Cruz Solo, Joy Reid over at MSNBC says, well, Trump has this reflex to attack women of color. Yeah, it's they're getting race. You can see how the identity politics plays into the Democrat line on trying to make it look like Trump's being racist on Puerto Rico. But Jennifer Kearns, you were talking about some of the logistical concepts in how to get aid that last mile in Puerto Rico, and I didn't know that your grandfather is Puerto Rican, Jennifer Kearns. That's something. But how is this playing out in terms of getting the relief items to the people?
Well, hey, Matt, before I do that, I think it's important to point out in response to that Joy Reid clip there, it was no other than the San Juan mayor who praised the terrorist from Falun, F-A-L-N. Remember Oscar Lopez Rivera, the big terrorist who killed people in New York City and in other cities? I think it was Chicago. Look, this is a mayor who certainly has a bone to pick with Republicans, certainly has taken the side of terror groups in the past, and certainly it seems has an axe to grind here with Donald Trump. So it does not surprise me at all that she's come out against the Trump response in Puerto Rico, and does not surprise me at all that people on MSNBC and on the left have jumped on this as a way to attack Donald Trump.
Certainly.
Now, look, by the numbers, the federal response is quite impressive. Look, we have more than 10,000 federal employees who are serving as part of the FEMA-led response here in Puerto Rico. 10,000 employees. We have 3.2 million meals that have been sent to Puerto Rico by the United States. We have 3.2 million liters of water and other commodities that have been sent by the United States. We have 5 rescue flights with over 100,000 meals that have been sent, 72,000 liters of water and other commodities that have also arrived last week. We have another 1.3 million meals and 2.68 million liters of water again last week. We've got we're even replacing generators so we can get San Juan International Airport back up and running to its fullest capacity. We have the naval ship, the USS Comfort, that is steaming towards Puerto Rico. We had President Trump last week waiving the Jones Act, which, is the law prohibiting ships of other nations coming into our waterways. He waived that to say, hey, look, if you want to provide aid and comfort to the island of Puerto Rico, come on in. I don't know what else the president could be doing here. He himself, I believe it's this Tuesday, that he and possibly the First Lady are also going to dispatch to Puerto Rico to survey the damage. I'll be on a briefing call tonight at 9 p.m. to get more information on that. Look, this is nothing more than political opportunism here, simply because the city of San Juan is run by left-leaning folks as compared to the state of Florida, where he had great coordination and great response, and the state of Texas, where he also had a Republican leader. So don't be fooled, is what I tell people. The reaction and response to Puerto Rico has been quite significant and will continue to be throughout the next few weeks.
Well, that makes sense to me, and it does seem to me that the identity politics angle that the left is insisting upon is a dead end. It's only going to get them to lose more elections, but they're still not quite catching on. They're still trying, interestingly enough. And I wanted to ask you before we have to let you go about Judge Roy Moore's victory in Alabama. Steve Bannon involved in that, President Trump on the other side of that one. Looks like 2018 could be shaping up to be some kind of a purge, maybe, of establishment Republican politicians in the House and the Senate. We'll see. But what is the significance of Roy Moore's victory? The outsider wins in Alabama. What does it mean?
Well, look, Matt, I think you're right. This was a huge blow to the establishment, this victory of Roy Moore over this establishment pick of Luther Strange. I thought it was a strange thing, no pun intended, for Donald Trump to engage in the first place. Clearly, he was calling in some favors for Mitch McConnell there, I think in hopes of getting Obamacare and other things passed, but that didn't work. What we really saw here, I think, was really the first test of Bannon v. Trump. And I think it was interesting. You saw not only President Trump steaming down to Alabama, but you also saw Steve Bannon doing a rally in Alabama. It was really a test of wills of these two guys and a test of their political prowess. And Steve Bannon, in this case, did win. And I think this is a good foreshadowing of the 2018 midterms. You see Steve Bannon crisscrossing the country this week. He is encouraging people to run, including our friend Tom Tancredo there in the state of Colorado.
Indeed.
Apparently those two had a conversation last week about possibly running for governor, and Bannon said you ought to go for it. I think you can expect some sort of accompanying effort here, and I do have a bit of an inside track here. I think you'll see something to the likes of a super PAC that's formed by Steve Bannon, maybe a C3 or C4 effort across the country. And, of course, we know he's looking at setting up some sort of TV network for the long haul, something like a Sinclair TV, something even more conservative than Fox News that would actually compete with Fox News. That is really the long game here, but definitely in 2018, you will see a very active Steve Bannon. You will see possibly a Bannon slate of candidates where he gets behind, maybe 10 key candidates across the country and puts the full faith effort of the Bannon machinery behind those 10 candidates. I think it's going to be very, very interesting. And if I were the president, I would stay out of some of those races. I would continue to be governing in the executive branch with a strong hand, fulfilling that agenda to the American people that Steve Bannon helped him craft. But if I were President Trump, I would stay out of those races. I would let Steve Bannon duke it out with the establishment and then let the chips fall where they may. But 2018, boy, if the Alabama race is any indication, going to be a very, very interesting election season.
Well, the establishment's got to be running scared. If it was a referendum on McConnell, looks like he came out on the short end of the stick. And I don't know, wouldn't you think the establishment is petrified right now of what they just saw happen in Alabama? Don't you think, by the way, Trump learned a lesson that maybe Trumpism doesn't necessarily need Trump at the head of that ticket?
Well, that is true. I think that the Trumpism does need Trump, but what they don't need is the ill advice he got. My understanding is that he got some bad advice on the Luther Strange endorsement, possibly from some folks in the West Wing that are political neophytes. I shall not mention names.
Yes.
But hey, I think the Trump movement does very much need Donald Trump. He's of course the name bearer of that movement. But you're right. This movement was really started, and the flames were fanned by someone called Steve Bannon. The president would be very wise to follow Steve Bannon's lead here as we head into the 2018 midterm.
Yep, learn a little lesson. Maybe somewhat gently, but yet lesson learned. Well, Jennifer Kearns, as ever, you are the greatest and the grooviest. Thanks for taking time for us in Colorado.
Likewise,
at Backbone Radio. Yep, and we will be talking soon.
Mark Levin sees another conflict in our future.
We're dealing with these rogue regimes that are threatening our allies, but threatening us, the United States. And I think about what kind of an administration Obama and his advisors would come up with such a lousy deal that would ensure war. If we don't get rid of this Iranian deal or fix it in such a way that I don't believe the Iranians will ever agree to, Obama has paved the way for war.
Mark Levin, weeknights at 7 on News Talk 710 KNUS. Real news. Stimulating talk.
Hi, it's Amy Duncan from Alpine Planning Group. Markets continue to reach all-time highs, but with uncertain, unstable conditions across our world, a sound financial plan is more valuable than ever. At Alpine Planning Group, our expertise is in asset management to get you not only to, but through retirement. Call 303-843-0918 to speak personally or visit alpineplanninggroup.com. Local, experienced, and here for your personal retirement journey. Alpine Planning Group. Call today.
His update. We won't know if he'll want to meet with her, but the mayor of San Juan, Puerto Rico, who upset the president when she begged for federal help Friday night, says she would meet with him when he visits Tuesday if he asks.
Let us not talk about the debt. Let us not talk about the cost of reconstruction. Let us just talk about saving lives right now.
Carmen Yulín Cruz was on ABC's This Week. The president yesterday tweeted that she was a poor leader. Also on ABC, FEMA Administrator Brock Long saying the agency is doing as much as it can, as quickly as it can, to help.
We can only push as logistically far as the situation allows. And what I mean by that is yesterday we had to implement additional evacuations from the Oaxaca Dam again because of the rainfall and the flash flooding reports that were put out. So, where we're finding success in one area, and in some areas we see setbacks.
CBS News Update. I'm Matt Piper.
News Talk 710 weather.
Clouds will be on the increase over the Denver metro area this Sunday night, and we could see a shower with overnight low temperatures dropping into the mid-40s. Then for your Monday, mostly sunny with highs in the low 60s. Cloudy skies by Monday night with lows dropping into the mid-40s. Staying cool with a chance for showers on Tuesday, highs in the 60s. Weather brought to you by Colorado Flat Fee Realty. Pay less, keep more. ColoradoFlatFeeRealty.com. I'm meteorologist Patrice Sutter on 710 KNUS.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
Do you have a family? Would you like to help make sure they'll be taken care of if anything were to happen to you? If you answered yes, you probably need life insurance. Now, do you think life insurance is expensive? If you answered yes to that too, you definitely need to give AIG Direct a call. We could find you a $250,000 policy for just $14 a month, which means you could save hundreds of dollars a year. Call us now for a free, no-obligation quote. 1-800-700-6511. Since 1995, we've helped millions of people find out if they could save up to 70% on their term life insurance. See how affordably we can help you protect your family. Call AIG Direct now for your free quote. 1-800-700-6511. You could save up to 70%. That's 1-800-700-6511. 1-800-700-6511.
There are shooting ranges, and then there's the best shooting range in town. Centennial Gun Club, the true experts in training, gun selection, and gear. Whether you need training for competition, preparedness, or personal protection, they have the right course for you. Recently, I took their Prepared Citizen Advanced course. Unbelievable. By the end of the course, the whole class was able to shoot through the same target consistently. Call Centennial Gun Club today, 303-789-2582, or visit centennialgunclub.com and tell them you heard it. Prepared Citizen class Peter Boyles and save $200 on the course bundle.
I'm Scott Tannen, founder of Boll & Branch, where you can get the world's most comfortable sheets for less than half of what you'd pay in the store. Our sheets are made from 100% organic cotton and get softer over time. Even 3 U.S. presidents have Boll & Branch sheets. Try them for 30 nights. If you don't love them, send them back for a full refund. Go to bollandbranch.com today for $50 off your first set of sheets, plus free shipping with promo code DOZE. Spelled B-O-L-L and branch.com. That's bollandbranch.com, promo code DOZE.
For more than 60 years, Colorado energy companies have relied on fracking. 90% of all oil and natural gas wells have been or will be fracked. Colorado is nationally recognized for our stringent state laws and regulations for oil and natural gas development. The need for reliable, affordable energy is always balanced with protecting Colorado and the environment. To see all that we're doing, go to cred.org.
KNUS Denver, a Salem Media Group station. This is Backbone Radio with Matt Dunn. News Talk 710 KNUS.
Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Always remember you, like a child.
Yeah, wild world, ain't it? Welcome to Backbone Radio. Halfway point through the program. Better half coming on, as the Junior Brown song is. Anyway, thank you, Cat Stevens. 1970s, back when he was cool. Anyway, the Donald Trump economy. Second quarter, GDP up 3.1%. Final adjusted numbers. That news just in. Barack Obama, 8 years, never got up to 3%. Did he even get 2%, Barack Obama? Here we are at 3.1%. Have you heard all of the fanfare about the economy in the media? I haven't either. Golly,